All right, welcome back to another episode of Prairie Wheeler. Today I'm going to go through rebuilding the hubs on a 14 bolt. So we're going to be pushing in all new bearings. I'm going to show you guys the process of machining the tone rings a bit and that I pressed them on. And I'll give you guys a brief overview, and I'll make sure I'll put down all the parts and everything I used in the description below. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Just touch off and then I'll know where I'm at. And I can zero it up. There.
Okay, so we're going to look at pushing in these bearings here. So we got Timken set 38s. So these should be the bearing and the race for these hubs. So as you can see, we've already turned down and machined the hubs, and we've pressed on the tone rings here from TMR. So these bearings kind of drop in here like so. And these races get pressed in like so. So these get lubricated via diff fluid. So because of that, I am not going to be greasing these bearings with grease. I'm going to use diff fluid later on to grease them. Let's see how that's looking. Seems like it's going in nicely. Keep pressing it down. feels like we bottomed out there, so. Okay, so I can feel where the snap ring goes, so we'll grab it and we'll install the snap ring. Grab a pair of pliers. I think these were my trusty dandy pliers that worked. All right, let's take this over to the bench. Let's see here. Okay, so that was the trick. Just needed to get it up on the bench. Okay, so now that we got the new the race clip in, we're going to press the bearing back down against it. Or tap it down. Right, because that bearing needs to sit freely on that clip when we preload it. So, I think the best way is to probably get a punch in there and just lightly tap down. So let's get a small punch. Let's see here. Here's a nice small one. Grab the hammer. See how that looks. There we go. Okay, so that's in there. Next step is we grab the larger bearing and race. So let's grab those. So this one we got a race is number, where's the Timken number on here? There you go, it looks like it's S91. So this is a large race, right, that we're going to press in like this. And then the bearing afterwards will sit down in here like so. Okay? And the bearing number you want is also, the race number looks like it's 382A-20024, and the bearing is a 387AS Timken bearing. Okay, so I had a buddy of mine, Bill, over at Billy T Motorsports, machine up this nice race driver for me. So that way I had a large one that would sit in there nicely for doing these. So, you know what, I think in order to save some time, I'm going to press this one in. And then I'm going to do this larger one, just because the press is set up. Okay. So we got everything lined up here. I'll press this one in. And then we'll put the clip in, and then we'll do the Okay, we got a little bit of resistance there, so I think we should be good. Okay, we'll see what that looks like. Oh yeah, there we go, there's that lip. We'll take this back over to the bench. And the first time I took these out, they were a bit of a pain. So just to kind of give you an idea, I ended up breaking and having to cut out a clip. So if you need a new one, they are GM part number 157022309. So these little clips are a little pricey. They're, I don't know, about almost $20 a clip. They're a GM only part. So if I were you, I'd try to be super careful taking the old ones out. I tried snap ring pliers. They didn't seem to work very well, but I found this regular set of pliers worked very, very well for grabbing these hooks and pulling them in and out. So yeah, let's get at it. We'll get this other one in here. Try and do it the same way. Looked like I was able enough to... Ooh, this one seems a little springier, a little more tension on this new clip. So let's see what we can get done here. Get it in. Now, if this doesn't go in, I might get the snap ring pliers on it first, because this spring seems a little stiffer, the new one than the old one that I've just finished putting in. So oh. Let's go. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be working. Where am I hiding my snap rings? Are they in here? Let's try these guys. Okay, so this is interesting. It's almost like it doesn't fit, these new rings. It's almost like they're a little too long. Now, seeing that it's a GM part, I wouldn't think it would be the wrong part. Huh. Let's see here. Let's grab a little punch and see if this one falls in. Why is this one not going? Let's make sure I got... There's gotta be a big enough gap there. Why is the clip not going in? That makes no sense. There we go. Whew, tight fit. Okay. Let's get that other seal pushed down. see how that turned out. There we go. Okay, now we'll look at pushing that other race in. So let's see how we're set up here. Okay. Let's get this guy going. Okay, that feels like that's gone. Take a look here. Okay, so looks like we're in all the way. So we'll do the other race. Just like that. Okay, it looks like we bottomed out. Okay, so for me personally, I'm not going to go ahead and put seals in right now because for me, the seals aren't going to come till later. Until I go to install them because I don't want to ruin the hub seals. So that's about it. That's rebuilding the hubs, right? The bearings will slide in there now. And then those will fit back on the spindles. Right, just like so. And that's our bearing rebuild. Just like that. Nothing much to it, guys. Okay, so I started doing the wheel studs here, but I figured just to be complete, I might as well show you guys how I'm doing the wheel studs. The ones that I picked up here are a little shorter than that were in there. Part number 97338. So these are 65.4 millimeter. They're M14 by 1.5 thread pitch. So maybe I'll go through pressing in, or how I found easier to press in. So I've got a couple large deep impact sockets here that I'm going to use, and it's kind of funny. They're both 29 millimeters, so it looks like the kit I bought was supposed to have a 29 and a 30, and it didn't come with them. So came with two 29s. So I don't know. I'm going to see if I can get another one back from them. But for now, what I've done that seems to work good for me is one socket on opposite sides of the hub, like so. And I'll drop in the stud I want to press, get it lined up. I'll use another socket here. I'll just line that up. And once I get it lined up, I'll press it. Okay. Now, there's probably other different ways you can do this, maybe even better, but this seemed like it works fairly well for me. It's fairly effortless. So I'm going to run with this method. So once I get a bit of pressure on it, you'll see the stud just goes down. Keep pressing until it gets firm. Okay, there we go. It's bottomed out. We'll lift it up. And I'll do the process 8 more times, but I don't think you guys want to watch me press studs all day, so there you have it. There's the hub rebuilds minus the seals. I'll do the seals in another video when I'm ready to put them in the rear axle. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please hit like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more 14 bolt action coming up.